my name's Error, and I've got in front of me a Powertran Transcendent 2000, which there's a lot of information on it on the internet, but it's from the 1970s. It was designed by Tim Orr, and it was originally a DIY piece of kit from something called Electronics Today. And you built the whole thing yourself. All of the gear, all of the panels and knobs and circuitry you ordered that by mail order, and you built the whole bloody thing yourself. And this is one that I picked up a few years ago that was broken, and now it's working. And what I want to do is just go through the functions of the Transcendent 2000, because no one, I haven't seen any videos on YouTube where people are actually explaining what's happening, and it's pretty versatile. There's quite a lot of stuff you can do with it. So let's first of all look at the filter. So just want to turn my amp up a little bit. There we go. So first thing we're going to do then is look at the filter section, which is up here. The main thing you notice straight away is that the resonance and frequency are the wrong way around, or not the normal way around, the usual way around. So you've got your normal resonance and frequency there. You've also got this sweep function, which is attached to the LFO. Let's turn off the gate sound so we can hear what that's doing. There you can hear. It's modulating the filter frequency. And then you've got the AD sweep, which is attached to this part here, the attack and decay, and you can do all kinds of... Let's turn the sweep off. So what that section there is essentially is a little envelope just for the frequency, just for the filter. You've also got a bandpass filter. You've got low pass and bandpass. The bandpass filter is really good. You can see it gets quite acidy. It's quite a cool sort of filter section. It's pretty good. Okay, let's have a look at the oscillator. Then you've got for each of them, of course, you've got the lower, the mid, and the high. So you've got two principal waveforms which can be altered by the shape. That's the pulse width changing. And then you can with this waveform, it's pulse width modulation. With this waveform, it seems to be amplitude modulation. I think that's right. And then you also have, of course, your white noise. White noise, that's white noise. And of course you got portamento. Which is pretty cool. What else? And then you've also got the envelope section, which is pretty self-explanatory. Doesn't really need too much explaining. Okay, now going on to the pitch control section. So you've got a sawtooth wave there, you've got a square wave. And then you've got an ASDR pitch control, which it's weird though, because I mean the envelope is still altering the attack, so some great percussive sounds. I think that's the great thing with the Transcendent, is that actually the percussive sounds that it makes are brilliant. And I've got a new sample pack coming out soon with the Transcendent, and there's a whole drum kit. There's a VCF drum kit, all drum sounds, bass drums, some snare sounds, yeah, all just coming through the filter, no oscillation whatsoever. And of course, yeah, you can turn that up to maximum, goes crazy. And then you've got the noise. But what's great with this is combining the pitch control with these sweep controls here. It is really sort of overpowering synth. It's pretty dark too. But in the same way it's minimal. It doesn't really ever throw too much at you. I've also got this switch here, which will hold the VCF A attack and decay. Okay, that's pretty much the overview of it. If you've got a CV output on any of your synths, then you can arpeggiate it, and you can do all kinds of other things. There are a couple of downsides to the synth in terms of tuning. It does go out of tune, but I find once I've tuned it up well, and you take this front cover off to tune it up properly, there's little variable resistors inside that you need to set for various things. Once you have set that up, it's good for a few months. It's not as bad as I don't think as people say. And you've always got the tuning knob here. It's just a case of getting the relative tuning of the lower, the mid and the high octave working together. Right, what I'm going to do now is just run it through a little bit of reverb, so you can hear it in a more sort of more realistic environment. Let's put it like that. Okay.